All right, guys. Well, we're about 2 matches into the season here. As you know, we need 3 to get the data hub to open up, but the guys we have in charge of the data hub aren't really all that capable anyway, so we'll go ahead and start making changes now. So just so you can see right here first, this is on the tactics screen. We have a number of, so just about everybody's played already, everybody except for our backup keeper, and we might throw him out there one of these days as well. This gives us sort of a real early look at every player, and we can kind of see who's playing well, who isn't. We haven't had any major injuries yet, which is a pretty good thing. If we do, we're kind of stuck with these guys, so that's what's going to happen. If somebody gets hurt, we're going to have somebody from the under-19s come up, and we'll do the best we can with what we have. In terms of the tactic, after looking at that, I mean, we're doing a good job, I would say, at getting possession and at making some sort of attack, but there are a couple of things that I want to see happen a little bit differently. I do want to see us take a much more direct passing game. We keep kind of passing into space, which is not a bad thing, but I feel like we have a lot of these passes that are kind of being lumped out into the middle of nowhere. I would say that we probably want to, we're going to try here hitting early crosses and see what sort of difference that makes. Don't really care about this or that. They can do whatever it is that they want to do. We definitely want to keep the high tempo up as much as we can. And I'm thinking as well, is there anything else that we want to do here with this? I do kind of want the keeper to distribute the ball here to the center backs, and prefer him, honestly, to roll it out if at all possible. So we'll see if that makes much of a difference. And other than that, just looking through this really quick, I don't see any need for any other real difference. I mean, we could have the defensive line come back a little bit. We have given up 4 goals in 2 matches, but the first one was a 1-1 draw. I'm not too worried about that. I worry more about trying to make sure that we have some sort of attack moving forward. And you have to remember that Avali was a team that I think is much better than we are. One other thing I'm wondering about is if we want to focus our play down the side or to keep going through the middle. I think we're going to try that. We're going to do both focusing the play down the side and overlapping, and I think we'll try to play out of the defense as well. The reason why I would like to do this is I'm hoping that we can prevent the team from continuing to do this weird thing where they kind of like lump the ball forward and kind of hope and pray that something happens. Now, because of the level that we're playing at, I don't think we're ever going to completely get rid of that, but maybe this will help a little bit. So we'll see what happens. It may be the case that we're asking too much in terms of tactical intensity from these players, and if that's the case, we might try to get them to calm the pace down a little bit more, right? I think you could argue that we shouldn't be so attacking. We should instead go to like a positive mentality, but I'm going to keep this on attacking for the time being, mostly because, as I told you before, there is the report coming out that all you have to do is just attack. So if that's the case, then let's see what we can do, see if we can attack. And maybe it'll work, maybe it won't work. I don't know. We're here to try things out and to mess things up and to break things and cause problems. So let's break some things, let's cause some problems, and let's hope that we can play well. Now, in terms of our schedule, just so you know, we have a whole bunch of matches like one after the other here through the end of July and all of August. And September is where we start seeing a little bit more time. That's where we can schedule maybe some friendlies and start messing around a little bit. So that's what it's going to be like for the time being. I anticipate, having played with this team and done this sort of thing before, I anticipate that we're going to see quite a few losses here at the beginning of the season. If we can stay out of last place and I can keep myself employed, things will get better once we get around late August, maybe into September or October. That's around the time that the players will start to learn how to play with each other. I mean, the dynamics are poor, but they're doing okay. It's moving up a little bit. This was a very poor when I came on. Atmosphere is still good, and that's improving, and people, at the very least, for the time being, don't seem to dislike me. In fact, we have a highly influential player who supports me. So, that's not too bad. That means that we're doing the right thing. We will get rid of at least these 2 players eventually, probably by next season. And then Chris Salt probably won't be on forever. But so it is. He might still improve. I don't know. He's kind of slow, but he's playing center back. We don't need him to be fast. Anyway, there you go. That's what the outlook looks like for the future. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.